I've been vegan for years, but I've been raw vegan for like 7 days now, and I just went on a huge bike ride, and I'm so energized still.
My favorite thing about the fruitarian vegan diet is that you can do anything. Impossible is not even a word in the dictionary. It's not an option.
One of my favorite things of a fruitarian diet is after a workout you can chug a smoothie and have all the sweets you want.
By the way, I did find you through your YouTube. Really, you're super inspiring and just a very motivating person. Thank you so much.
Bow! Alright, so real talk here. Had someone ask me today, what is the best way to lose weight? What is my weight loss advice? Everyone has different weight loss advice. Mine is just another opinion, I suppose, another drop in the bucket, but it's worth sharing, I believe, because a lot of people get it wrong. Just look around, look how many fat people there are, look how many obese people there are, and I guarantee you every single one of them has at least tried to lose weight for a few hours or a few days or a few months or even a few years, and they've done it unsuccessfully. So many people are failing at losing weight, and many people want to lose the weight. So there's obviously a great need for weight loss in America and Canada and Europe, even in China, man. There's a need for weight loss. And who's ever bringing the weight loss to the table, they're failing. At least who's ever bringing weight loss to the masses, they're failing. People are as addicted as ever to food. They just can't stop eating these certain bits of food. And they're gaining weight as a result, they're dying early as a result, they're getting cancer as a result. I'm not saying all cancer is a result of eating shitty food, but most cancer is definitely a result of eating shitty food. People are getting diabetes, people are getting all sorts of issues, emotional issues, drug addiction issues, medication issues, all because they can't stop eating certain foods. So what is the solution? Step one, we're gonna go through, we'll take it as a 5-step formula here. Step one is to see yourself now as the person you want to become. You've got to be that person now. Being has to come first. And the word become, like if you want to become something, the be comes before the come. Be, and then it will come. So see yourself as the person you want to be. Right now, see yourself as that person. When you look in the mirror, see that reflection coming back at you in the mirror as that fit, healthy, happy person that you want to be. You've got to have the self-image of the person you want to be if you want to take the right actions. If you don't get this part right, if you don't set the thermometer to 98 degrees and you go about your day, it's gonna be going all over the place. It could be too low, it could be too high. Until you set the thermometer to 98 degrees, you won't have a chance at ever getting it to 98 degrees. So you, in the same way that you set your thermometer to 98 degrees to heat your house up to 98 degrees, you've gotta set your cybernetic mechanism in your brain. You've gotta set your self-image to be that thin, fit, happy, healthy person that you want to be. So that's step one, set the self-image. If you don't set that first and you go about the rest of these steps, you're just gonna be running around like a dog trying to catch its tail and you're never ever gonna catch your tail. So that's step one, see yourself as the person you want to be. Step two, humans are emotional creatures. We take action based on emotion. So you've got to get emotionally involved in this weight loss process, in this getting healthy process. You've got to cultivate health, and you've got to be really stoked to do it. You've got to be really inspired to do it. So you've got to stay inspired. Absolutely, it's an essential. It is a must. You've got to stay inspired to lose the weight. Because if you don't stay inspired, then what's going to happen? You may lose the weight, but then you get it right back because you lose the inspiration. You're like, oh, what's the point? I'm just going to go back to eating this crappy food. What's the point in being thin? I'll just go back to being fat. So you got to stay inspired. And how do you stay inspired? There's many ways. There's you can read books about it, read stories. Stories work really, really well. They say facts tell, stories sell. And you want to be sold on something. You really want to be sold on the health game. You don't need to pay a bunch of money for it, but you definitely want to be sold emotionally on it so you take action on it. So there's all these facts saying that if you eat this, you'll experience that, and if you eat this, you'll experience this, whatever. But these are just facts. Stories, though, if I give you a testimonial and say, hey, when I went raw vegan, I lost 30 pounds. When I went raw vegan, I cleared my acne. When my aunt went raw vegan, she got rid of her diabetes. All sorts of these success stories. There's thousands of them online, there's thousands of them in books. So I recommend reading certain books I recommend the Live Food Factor if you want some good testimonials. I'll put the link in the description of that book below. So you gotta get inspired, read some books. Nature's First Law is another really great storybook about raw food. Another way to stay inspired is watch inspirational YouTube videos of people eating raw vegan. You've got to stay focused on the fruit, and the way to stay focused on the fruit is consume content from people who are eating the way you want to eat, living the way you want to live. I'm not saying you have to eat raw vegan, but if you're watching this channel, there's a good chance that you want to be eating raw vegan. There's a good chance you want to be eating fruitarian. This is my niche. My channel is I'm Ted Carr from Fruit Living. This is what I'm all about. You know, but you don't have to eat raw to lose weight. You can eat mostly raw, you can eat half raw, hell, you can even eat 100% potatoes if you want and still lose some weight if you've got that weight to lose. But if you focus on the fruit, strictly focus on the papayas, the mangoes, the peaches, the plums, the nectarines, the apples, you're gonna lose the weight so much faster than if you were eating cooked foods, that's for sure. Raw foods is the ultimate weight loss food, hands down. That's why people come on raw, they do a cleanse, they lose a bunch of weight, they go back to eating cooked and they rebuild themselves, whatever. I personally like to stay on raw. I've been doing raw for 8 years and I absolutely love it. But point is, step 2 is stay inspired, because we are emotional creatures and you will not take successful action unless you're inspired to do it. Inspired action is effortless. Weight loss should be effortless. And it's really easy to stay inspired when you're watching people on YouTube, when you're reading the books, and when you're showing up at these festivals, when you're showing up at the Woodstock Fruit Festival, and you get to physically see these fit, healthy, awesome people in public, and you get to like grab their arms and feel their biceps and like poke their abs and be like, wow, you're a real human being and all you eat is just fruit. Super inspiring. Super inspiring. And when you leave the Fruit Fest, you're just so pumped up for the next year. You're like, yes, man, let's do it all over again. I want the next year. I want the next year. I want the next year. So, get inspired. That is step 2. And these are not common steps, right? People are not, when you go ask for weight loss advice, most people don't tell you set your self-image and then get inspired. But these are hands down the most important things I will tell anyone. The rest of the steps, they're gonna fall into place on their own, but I'll just plant the seeds here for you anyway. But I honestly don't need to tell you the next things, because you'll take action on these regardless if you set the self-image and if you get inspired. The next thing I'll say is move your body in a way that you enjoy moving your body. Whether it's running or rowing or cycling or swimming or lifting weights, you've got to move your body. You've got to become physically active, and you've got to fall in love with the movements that you're taking. Fall in love with squatting, fall in love with lunging. Don't see it as torture, see it as bliss, see it as pleasure. Feel that pump in your biceps when you're lifting, baby. Oh, it feels so good. Leave the gym just, oh, amazing. It's like you just had SEX. Honestly, the gym should feel really good. And when you're feeling really good, you're gonna be bringing up that self-image that you've set for yourself. When you're feeling good, you're gonna be wanting to stay inspired. See how this cycle feeds itself? So you go to the gym, you feel good. And because you're feeling good, you're gonna lose the weight. So when you're feeling your best, that's when the weight just slides right off the easiest. The best way to gain weight, the best way to stay fat is to feel like shit. The best way to lose weight is to feel great. Prioritize positive emotions. We're energetic beings, we're emotional beings. Emotion is E-motion, energetic motion. So get positively charged with YouTube videos, with books, with audiobooks, with workouts, with conversations with your coach or your mentor on Skype. If you want Skype mentoring from me, hit the link in the description below and we'll get started there. You've got to be emotionally involved in this, and a really great way to keep your emotions on point is definitely go to the gym. Hit the gym hard, do some cardio, do some strength training, just move your body in the way that you love to move your body. It could be acro yoga, it could be dance. However, just move your body. That's gonna burn some calories and get you feeling good. It's more important that you feel good than how many calories you're burning. The 4th step then would be to focus on juicy fruits. Focus on the peaches, the plums, the nectarines, the papayas, the bananas, the mangoes, and instead of eating so many overt fats like I do, I'm intentionally focusing so much on avocado right now because I'm trying to gain weight. I'm trying to put on as much mass and size as possible. I'm focusing on the weight gainer foods, and the weight gainer foods would be things like avocados. But if you want to lose the weight, or if you want to be super you know, thin and clean and pure inside, focus on like the oranges and the watermelons and the cantaloupes and things like that. These fruits are definitely the best. The melons and berries, for sure. So, juicy fruit focus, and then keep the overt fats like avocados and durian and coconut meats. Keep those on the side. Maybe save them for the end of the month or something. Have a little bit here and there. But if your goal is weight loss ASAP, then you want to be overt free. Keep it low fat, baby. Focus on the juicy fruits. Juicy fruits, juicy fruits. And then that was the 4th step. The 5th step is to be grateful for being aware that you can lose the weight, being aware that the raw food diet is just around the corner for you, being aware that you're gonna do this. Be grateful that you're even watching this video. Be grateful that you know people who can set an example for you. Be grateful for being alive. Be grateful for that next breath. Be grateful for that. And also that as soon as you're grateful, you feel good. When you're feeling good, you're gonna bring that image of that ideal self to mind, and you'll take action of that person that you're thinking of. So that's it, guys. Those are the 5 steps to weight loss on raw vegan or even vegan or standard North American diet, whatever diet you're eating. Those are the 5 steps I'd say to lose weight. Anyways, guys, if you looking for some more tips, tricks, and advice on how to master the raw vegan game or fruitarian game or even the vegan game, man, subscribe to this channel and I'll hit you with some more awesome content coming soon. But it's kind of funny, I'm making this video right now at this time of my life when I'm intentionally trying to gain as much weight as possible, at least for the next week or so, until I hit 160 pounds. Once I hit 160 pounds, I'll start my cut and I'll be back to being a little lighter, leaner, tighter, but just as fit in a different way. So yeah, from this experience I'll say, like, gaining weight is hard, man. Gaining weight is hard. You know what's easy? Losing weight. Losing weight, all you gotta do to lose weight, see yourself as that person that you want to be and just eat enough. Don't overeat, don't undereat, just eat enough and you'll, boom, get to that perfect weight. But when you're trying to gain weight like I am, I gotta overeat all the time. It's effort. Eating is effort for me right now. Weight loss, man, all you gotta do is eat enough, and that feels good to eat enough. If you're ever going to bed and you're really hungry, then that's not what you want to do. You want to go to bed just perfect every night if you're trying to reach that ideal body weight. Don't overeat, don't undereat, just eat enough. It takes practice, it takes mad practice, but you'll get it. You might as well start practicing now while you're still remembering this video. And you can hear this message once. This may be the first time in your life you've ever heard this message from someone. Maybe this is the first time in your life you've ever heard someone say, hey, you want to lose weight? Get grateful. You want to lose weight? Get inspired. You want to lose weight? See yourself as the person you want to be before you even start trying to take action on trying to lose weight. If this is the first time you've ever heard these types of concepts, or even just the first time you've heard these types of messages, but it's a message that really resonates with you, watch this video again. Watch it again tomorrow. Watch it again right now. Just leave it playing in the background. Go make a salad while you're watching this video again. Go make a smoothie while you're watching this video again, or at least listening to this video. Repetition, repetition, repetition. You go to the gym once, you're not going to be fit. Just once, you're not going to be fit going to the gym once. Come on. You eat one apple, and you never eat another apple again. You just go back to eating crap. You're not going to be healthy because of that one apple. You've got to eat apple all the time. Repetition, repetition. If it's good for you then, it's going to be good for you again and again and again and again and again. That's what I love about the fruit diet. If a papaya tastes really good and is really healthy, you know it's going to be healthy tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day. But you can't say the same for junk food. Junk food's like, oh my god, it tastes so good. It feels great. But it's not going to feel great the next time, the next time, the next time. You're going to feel like crap more and more and more. But with fruit, it's all good. So same with this message, same with this YouTube video, if it resonates with you. If this message feels healthy, it's coming from me to you, and it feels good, listen to it again and again and again. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Peace out from Hilo, Hawaii.